With all the music stuff that I do, I'm going to start doing a thing of after I go to concerts of doing a truck stop confession of the show. The reason it's called a truck stop confession is simple. One, I'm too fucking cheap to buy a hotel room for the night. Two, I sleep in my minivan using my unicorn pillow. Yes, I'm a 38-year-old metalhead going to concerts sleeping on a unicorn pillow. We've determined the reason I sleep on the unicorn pillow is one, I stole it and I had to fight off 3 kids for it. And two, if anybody's going to mess with me at the truck stop and they see the unicorn pillow, they're either going to be afraid that I'm going to fight them or fuck them. But last night I went to Gray's Keg in Lincoln, Nebraska to watch Crack Mountain, which those guys, I'm going to go ahead and say it, remind me of hillbilly metal. I mean, they look straight fucking country. And they are brutal as fuck. And they've got this really cool groove jam to them. I'm so impressed. Really liked what they did. I ended up recording some videos, which will be posted later. But definitely a killer fucking band. They had some really fun jams. I really was digging what they were doing. They put on a great show. They were fucking hilarious in between the songs. I highly recommend, if you get a chance to check out Crack Mountain, do it. You will not be disappointed with those guys. The next band up on the bill was Terrance Severance from Wichita, Kansas. It'd been 3 years since I saw those guys. I saw them at a Battle of the Bands shortly before COVID shut fucking everything down. And so it'd been 3 years, because from where I'm at to where Wichita is, it's like a 5-hour drive. And for some reason, Wichita is now notorious for starting shows at like 7 o'clock on like a Friday. Like, yeah, like I'm going to be able to get that with the schedule that I keep right now. No, not going to be able to make it. So the fact they were an hour and a half from where I'm at, I went and checked them out. Dude, they had some technical difficulties. Some of their elements in their songs were missing because of the computer software malfunction, because some dipshit shut it down wrong. But all in all, those guys are just as phenomenal as they were before. I was so impressed. I got to meet the guys again. I hung out with them, talked to them. It was such a great feeling to watch them. They are definitely a band. Any chance I'm going to get to see Terrance Severance, I'm going to go check them out. Hands down, regardless, if they are in an area that I can definitely get to in time. So, had a blast watching them, catching up with those guys, talking. And I know yesterday was kind of a hard day for them because it was the 1-year anniversary of Kenny's death. So, them doing a show in Nebraska had to be hard for them, especially the drive and everything with the day. And they also made it a point on Facebook to say, fuck Taco John's in Concordia. I mean, that right there should say enough. The band next is Like War. I've done a reaction review video for them. I've also done one for Terrance Severance. But Like War, I've known, well, Chewy, I think we determined it's better part of 2 decades that we've known each other. And have been stories and memories and all that. Got to catch up with him, meet the rest of the guys in Like War, who some of the guys are also in Bootleg Mercy, so I got to meet them as well. So I killed 2 birds with 1 stone on that band. But seeing them for the first time, they were on my list of bands I wanted to see because I haven't been able to yet. I think they recently formed like about a year or so ago. Dude, it was so amazing seeing Chewy back in an aggressive style metal band as a front man. Dude always puts on a killer show. There is a reason that man is a fucking legend in Kansas. And a very humbling thing for me is, as much respect that I have for Chewy, the fact that he gave me a shout out on stage, I was blown away because, I mean, I'm still the baby of the group, even though I'm 8 years old. But man, it was so cool catching up with all those guys. It was awesome hanging out with Chewy, catching up with him again. And this time it wasn't at a funeral that we got to see each other. So, I mean, that right there is a fucking win. And yeah, Love Like War, amazing. Those guys put on an incredible show. I had just a phenomenal time watching them. They were on my, like I said, they were on my list of bands I wanted to see and wanted to catch. And I got to see them. And I'm hopefully, as long as everything works out, I'm going to be taking my boy to see him at the end of October. I mean, as long as everything works out the way that I hope it works out, I'll be able to catch them again in Salina. And I'll be able to catch Bootleg Mercy. Another, kill two birds with one stone. And the final band of the night was Cyphen. And holy fuck, for a band that's only been together like 6 months out of Lincoln, Nebraska, the energy that these guys put off and the stage performance and the stage show, dude, those guys are going to make a name for themselves as long as they keep that shit up. Just incredible energy. And there was also shit I'd never seen at a show. I've seen people, climb on somebody's shoulders and all that. I have never seen an entire band other than the drummer. Well, because, I mean, he's got to sit behind the kid. But they were on, the bass player, the vocalist, and the guitar player were all on people's shoulders. And, of course, it happens right after I put my camera away. There's no way I'm getting the camera back out to be able to snag a shot of that. And, I mean, those guys, blown away. I know they've got a couple shows coming up. I think there's a show coming up that I'm going to be able to catch them again. And I'm really looking forward to that. The fact they were pulling people on stage, doing vocals with them from other bands. I mean, it was badass watching. These guys are going to make a name for themselves in Nebraska. So stay on the lookout for Cyphen. And I also made a comment to them that when they get some music out of their own, let me know. I want to do a reaction review video for them because I want to see what they would be able to make as a recording. So definitely, if you're going to check out any of those 4 bands, Crack Mountain, Terrance Severance, Love Like War, or Cyphen, go fucking check them out. They're incredible. They're awesome. They put on hella good shows. I mean, this was an awesome night. The crowd was involved. It was a great time, and it'd been a little while since I'd been out to a show, and the fact that I got to see a bunch of friends and meet a whole bunch more and make some more friends, great night. And one last thing, I have to give a shout out to my girlfriend, Em, because the fact that she supports me and loves me and lets me be me and be able to do these things is such an incredible feeling. So the real champ of the whole night, obviously the bands, but the fact that she supports me on doing these things is such a great feeling, having somebody in my corner that believes in me on what I do and supports it. Even if she doesn't get the music and understand why, she understands how important it is for me to do these things for the bands and for myself, because this is something I really enjoy and I've gotten back into. So, thanks for watching my live performance take. I know I got more shows coming up in September, so check back. I'm going to be a busy motherfucker between kids' work and all of September. I'll be posting shit on Facebook to get people out to it, so definitely check it out. And make sure you like, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And thanks for watching. We're going to be hitting up more stuff soon.